Welcome to Niche Living and Jako's footy tips and preview for round 15. We start with a Thursday night fixture at Marvel Stadium. Essendon taking on GWS Giants. And with the Essendon coaching tenure much in the spotlight, expect them to bounce back after a disappointing game against West Coast. However, the Giants are sitting third on the ladder for a reason. I'm going to tip the Giants to win by 10 points. Friday night footy, we go all the way to GMHBA Stadium, where Geelong, who faltered after the bye last weekend, take on the red-hot Adelaide Crows. I'll tip the Cats down at the Cattery only just because the Adelaide Crows are certainly coming. Super Saturday, and we got 4 games starting at the MCG, where the Hawks take on the West Coast Eagles. And he's back, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Nat, the famous number 9, back for the West Coast Eagles, taking on the Hawks. With Elliot Yeo and Dom Sheed in some unbelievable form, I'm going to tip the Eagles to win, and their forward line is back to its fighting best. We go up to the SCG, and it's the Sydney Swans taking on the Gold Coast. Now, the Swans minus Buddy Franklin take on the Suns, who beat them in the corresponding game last year. Can we see an upset brewing here? I'll stay with the Swans. They were very impressive in last weekend's win, even without Buddy after half-time. Collingwood take on North Melbourne at Marvel Stadium, and the Kangaroos have shown this year against the better quality opposition that they can match it with them. However, a little bit inconsistent for me this year. The Pies just rolling along nicely, and with Brodie Grundy in career best form, he is the best ruckman going around. And could he be the first ruckman since Scotty Wine back in 1992 to win the Brownlow medal? He's certainly polling a lot of votes at the minute. Over to Adelaide Oval, and Port Adelaide, who made some bold decisions at the selection table, certainly responded by beating the top of the table Geelong at Adelaide Oval. Take on the Western Bulldogs, and with Charlie Dixon back into some form, Port Adelaide to win this game comfortably. 3 games on Sunday, and we start with St Kilda, with another coach, Alan Richardson, under enormous pressure. Take on Richmond at Marvel Stadium after the bye. The Tigers want to bounce back as they are out of the top 8. If they're going to play finals football, they want to make their run now. Brisbane take on Melbourne at the Gabba, and who can deny the young, exciting Brisbane Lions with Charlie Cameron up forward? They're not going to lose too many games at the Gabba, tipping Brisbane by 26 points. And the last game of the round 15 fixture is over to Optus Oval, where Fremantle take on Carlton. Fremantle with a few injury concerns and Sonny Walters out through suspension, but I think they've got enough depth to take on Carlton and win at home. Fremantle to win by 4 goals. Now to the AFL ladder after 14 rounds, and Geelong still on top despite that shock last week. However, the gap is closing very, very quickly. Geelong on 44 points, Collingwood on 40, then it's a logjam. GWS Giants on 36, West Coast with 36 points as well, but a very low percentage. And in 5th spot, the surging Adelaide Crows on 32 points. Thanks to Niche Living, and we'll catch you next week for Jako's footy preview and tips.